Note on Harry's Death and the Pheasant by James Carver. These are two stories from Fires, a volume which includes essays, short stories and, if I'm not wrong, poems. The first one, the first story of the two, Harry's Death, deals with death in a way, what else? And it is a bit strange that although I am avoiding books, stories, narratives which treat the subject and others that are gloomy, depressing, I try and compensate, sometimes overcompensate for a tendency to be negative, for a lack of understanding. It's only about a few years ago that I started reading positive psychology. And now I know some of the rules. The only happiness, the only thing is to apply. Coming back, it is strange that this deals with death, and at the same time, in other parts of the day, I read something else, short stories, The Case for God by Karen Armstrong these days. And then I also have A Death in the Family by James Adie, where again, that's this issue. So they learn about Harry's death from the radio. This is a man who had many friends, successful. He's been to Europe, to all the major important capitals and the spas. And he had, one might say, all the success in the world except for his wife. With her, she is in conflict. And she's trying to get to him with all her might. The narrator speculates that she will not be sorry to hear he's dead, even if everybody else appears to regret this man. He had a girlfriend, and she is mortified by the news. This was an important man in some ways, because he was mentioned, as I said, on the radio. And then in the bar, they flip the channels to see if he's at that time on TV. But then, evidently, his death has been announced, even if not at the moment when the hero is in the bar. The hero, the living hero, because if we consider the title and the fact that there's a lot of talk about Harry, Harry is the other main character, dead from the start, so to say. His death is announced in the first sentence. The narrator gets friendly with the former girlfriend of Harry. They even go to see his grave together. That's difficult because they don't find it. It's not written on it, so they spend more than an hour going around and saying, there it is, no it isn't, and then moving. He left a boat on the name of his girlfriend, I forgot her name, Little Josephine, Little Jackie, anyway, in order to avoid having this boat taken by the wife, who was out to get everything, as much as she could. Harry had written the papers in her name. Now she went along with this a man on the sea, where something happens. I will not say what is the end, so that you can read and find out about it yourself. We then have the pheasant, an unlikable hero. He's driving on the road, sees this bird, calculates that the trajectory could intersect with the car. He pushes the accelerator until he does hit the bird on purpose. Why do that? Well, it's because one is cruel, one is mean. That's two reasons which come to mind. However, it's somehow worse if we consider that he didn't use the bird for food. Anyway, that wouldn't be a way to hunt the bird, but then hunting at least serves the purpose of bringing food on the table, at least for some people. Many in the world of today hunt just for trophy and, if you ask me, a sick pleasure. He is with a girl and he's asking her, "How much do you think you know me?" She's not into this beginning of a dialogue, and his point is that he's trying to confess that he wanted to kill the bird, which broke the headlight, destroyed one headlight, and created a dent in the car as she jumped over the car, dead, with blood, feces on the car. A hen. From here, we learn a little bit more about the two people, the man and the woman. The fact that he's trying to be an actor. She has not just connections, not just money, but also connections. She helped him get a few parts. And he can say he's an actor. But after this killing of the pheasant, they just have more tension, and it's getting worse and worse.